Hi everyone, and welcome to a mega collection of gadgets and technology. There's more in this video than what you can see sitting off to the right of me here and also up here. I've got so many bits of tech to show you. Stay tuned for all of it. Before I show you the first bit, I want to just say if you're new to the Geekanoids channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe. I produce a new tech video almost every single day, and also hit that like button as well. So let's dive straight in and look at the Pico Cam Drone. This is a tiny little drone. Look, it's so small that I'll give you a close-up of it. You can see the drone and also the controller on your screen now. The controller is superb, very lightweight, a little bit plasticky, but this is very cheap to buy into. And then the Pico drone itself is super easy to control. You can not only fly this, but whilst it's flying, you can record video, you can also capture photos, and it's easy to fly indoors, which the bigger drones aren't. You can also fly this outdoors if there is no wind. So do check this out. There are links to all of these products down in the video description. Now the next product is something I was dubious about whether it would work, and that is Sugru. This is the world's most versatile glue, and that claim is very true indeed. You get lots of little packs inside here, and they're sort of single-use packs, and you can mould them into different shapes. You can repair cables, you can stick things down. And what I've been using these for is that not only do I have the studio here that I'm recording this video in, but I also have an editing room, and I have lots of cables that hang off the backs and sides of desks. I've been creating little moulds for them so they don't drop off the back of my desk. Works extremely well for that, and I can highly recommend it. Let's move on to a pair of headphones. These are the groov-e Fusion. Now it's not always appropriate to actually have an expensive pair of headphones, and I think that's really true. One, if your budget's limited, or two, if you travel a lot, it's always a good idea to take a pair of headphones you can throw in a bag very easily. These fold down to a reasonably compact size, but they're also very lightweight. Decent amount of padding. On one of the ear cups here, we've got all of the connections because these are rechargeable. You get a micro USB cable inside the box. You can also connect them via 3.5mm audio cable. The main use, of course, is to use them wirelessly. You've got some track controls on here. Now, they're not audiophile quality, not by any means, but they go plenty low enough when it comes to bass frequencies, and they're nice and clear when it comes to listening to all different genres of music. If you're in the lookout for a cheap pair of headphones that punch far above their asking price, these are well worth checking out. Now, next up, I want to show you this. It's just down here. And this is from a company called Kensington. This is what the product packaging looks like, and you can see the model number on the box there. And this is a universal dock with power. Now, you've got plenty of connections across the front and the back of this, and this is ideal for if you want to connect maybe a laptop to it and have access to all of these different ports. So you've got USB-C ports, you've got a display port, you've got HDMI, you've got Ethernet. You've got two USB 3 ports on the back, and then on the front you've got another USB 3 port plus a microphone and headphone port. This is absolutely superb. It's so versatile, and it means that you can connect all of your peripherals to this one box and then one cable to your laptop. It's a really great little dock and well worth considering if you travel a lot, and when you come back to your sort of base or your office, you don't want to mess around with loads of plugging in and out cables. So do check this out. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I'm really into my timepieces. Now, what I'm going to show you here is a Casio Edifice. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like it. Now, I'll leave the exact model number of this down in the video description. But this has just got such a nice dial to it. I absolutely love it. We've got the sort of world time, so a second time zone. We've got the day shown as well. We've got the main face, of course, with the hour, minute and seconds hands. And then nestled in between 4 and 5 o'clock, we've got a date window, which is sort of framed in white. Now, this has also got Bluetooth connectivity. You can see the button on the side of the watch here. And that allows you to connect it to a smartphone, and it allows you to easily change the time between time zones. It's an absolutely stunning looking watch. I think it's packed full of features. The bracelet feels nice. It's a nice comfortable size and weight to wear as well. Well worth checking out if you're looking for a watch where you travel a lot. This is perfectly suited to that. So that's it for the watch. I love my watches. this one would be superb in my collection. I'm really sad that, as with most of these products, they have to go back after I've made the video about them. Casio, I don't want to send this back to you, I absolutely love it. So moving on, I have got a couple of phones that aren't particularly smart. They're going to allow you to sort of get off the grid, get off of your social networking, and just take a very simple phone around with you that's going to give you communication, i.e. making and taking phone calls and sending texts as well when you need it, in a very compact and affordable package. We've got the TTfone Lunar, which is a flip phone, and I love the styling of this. This reminds me of my very first flip phone, and it's just so compact, really well made. It makes lots of noises, which I think you can probably turn off in the settings, but nice big buttons on the inside. Obviously a screen so you can see when it's closed and you get a call coming in, and obviously that nice bigger screen when the phone's actually open. Now I could certainly see myself using this when I'm up in London, and yes, it looked very retro and probably get more looks and more attention than if I was using the very latest smartphone, something like an iPhone 7 Plus or a Galaxy Note 7. Perhaps not a Note 7. But anyway, the next phone is also from TTfone, and it's their Comet. It's their TT100. This is very similar to the previous one I've shown you, but it's not a flip phone, it's just a single sort of candy bar type phone. Micro USB on the bottom for charging it, and nice big buttons on the front. Really do like the buttons on this, and the display is so clear. Take a look at that display. Now with both of these, I've tested them for making calls. Nice and clear call quality, battery life's acceptable, and they are an absolute bargain. So if you fancy switching off your smartphone and just going really sort of plain for a week and taking yourself off grid with regards to social media, these are well worth checking out. Now next up, I've got something for you from Powerad. This is their Apple Watch magnetic charging dock and watch stand, and it's superbly made. I really do like it. Now with a lot of these sort of charging stands for the Apple Watch, you normally have to use your own cable, so i.e. the cable that came in the box with your Apple Watch. With this one, you get the magnetic charging disc included, and it's also on a long white cable with a USB connection on the other end. It's made primarily of sort of plastic, but it's got some nice weight to it, and it allows you to place your Apple Watch on it and charge it at night time in a really nice, elegant manner. So if you're looking for a really cost-effective stand to charge your Apple Watch, this one's well worth getting hold of. Now I've also got something that's destined for your car. When you're driving in many countries, as it should be, it is illegal to hold your smartphone and make and take calls. This is the Zerotouch dashboard version from Logitech, and this allows you to attach this to your dashboard, and then the front section you can angle to whatever angle you want, and it allows you to attach your smartphone to it, and whilst it's attached you can control your smartphone without even touching it. So things like taking that call whilst you're driving, if you've got hands-free sort of audio kit as well, or you use it in speakerphone mode, you can actually do that without touching your smartphone. It's really well made, nice and compact, and I think it works extremely well indeed. Now I've got a couple of products from Koogeek. If you watch the channel regularly, you'll know that I actually reviewed the Koogeek Smart Scales some months ago. They sent me a couple of their very latest products, and I really do appreciate them because I take health seriously. I use a Fitbit Charge 2 fitness tracker. I make sure I get plenty of walks, and I also keep a check on my blood pressure from time to time. And they sent me their cuff blood pressure monitor. It's really lightweight. You simply strap it to your arm, push the on button, it takes the reading and remembers the previous readings as well. It's got plenty of settings on here, and for my test it seemed pretty accurate as well. Nicely designed product list from Koogeek and highly recommended. And then the other one, really, it can obviously be used for any age, but this is a smart thermometer, and because of the colouring of this, I sort of really associated it with if you've got a baby or a young child and you want to keep an eye on their temperature, maybe they're coming down with a cold. This has got two different ways of measuring temperature. Take the top off like this, you can put it into different modes. You can put it into either an ear mode where you put this into the ear to take the measurement, or indeed you can point it at the forehead and take the measurement as well. Let's do that now. Let's turn it on, and I am going to switch it to forehead and point it at my forehead, take the temperature, and it says 35.7 degrees centigrade, and it stores those as well. It's got a storage and memory function, and it runs off of, if I just take this off I can show you, a single CR2032 battery. Nice and compact, nice to have in the house, not only for babies but for adults as well. So if you do need to check someone's temperature, you can use something like this, rather than the old sort that you put under your tongue. Get something modern. This Koogeek one certainly does the job very well. Now next up I have got a really cool dock for your Lightning iOS device. So something like the iPhone 6, iPhone 6S, or the Plus versions, or indeed the very latest iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. This is the Kitsound XDock 3. This is a clock radio speaker dock, and it's a nice sort of angular design, very modern looking, nice bright display on the front there. Now across the top we've got multi-function buttons, so they act as power on off, also play pause stop, 2 different alarms, up and down for the FM radio tuning, and also a snooze button, and some of those double up as volume and menu and mode buttons as well. We've also got a brightness control on the side, and around the back we've got the main on and off switch, also the DC input for the power supply, and an auxiliary input as well. The little cable you can see is the FM radio aerial, so you can wake up either to your device or to the FM radio, and you've also got that docking function so that your phone is ready to go when you get up because it's charged overnight. So really useful little dock there as well. And then last but not least, we have got some different wireless headphones. These are very different indeed. These are the Bluez 2S AfterShokz wireless bone conduction headphones, and I was in two minds as to whether these would work, but they do, and they work extremely well indeed. Now on one of the arms of the earphones we've got volume up and down. We've also got the micro USB charging port, and also the power on off button, and you wear these not in your ears, you wear them around your ears like you can see me doing now, and they're bone conduction, so they actually use a really clever piece of technology to sort of resonate the audio, and even though it's not going directly into your ears, it's very, very clear and very convincing audio. And I find these a lot comfier than in-ear earphones. Sometimes with in-ear earphones, if they're not designed perfectly, you find that they fall out of your ears, they're not comfortable for prolonged periods of time, but with these I think they're very, very well made, nice and stylish. I love the design, I love the sort of green colourway as well, and they sound absolutely awesome, far better than I imagined they would. So anyway, that's it for today's video. So much technology, so many gadgets, all covered for your enjoyment. You can find links to all of these products down in the video description. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in another video very soon.